Let's go.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Girlfriend. So today my sister, I'm gonna be doing my sister's hair. She has a what do you have? A taper cut? She has like a half cut with this at the top like this. So I dyed her hair red a couple months ago, and so now I'm going to be re-dyeing it, her roots and her ends, and then putting dye over it. So we're gonna be using the Cream of Nature. It is the lightest blonde C4, and then we're gonna go take that and we're gonna put a red rinse over it, the Door Ruby Red number 64. So yeah, we're gonna get started. I'm not gonna talk much through this video. Okay, so now.
Sure, I know y'all can see that shit in the background.
No, you can't. You can't see nothing.
Are you recording this all the time? Are you gonna cut this?
Cut what?
Are you gonna cut?
Alright, so if you ever did a box dye before, you're literally just placing the number 2 inside the number 1. The box dyes come on a big white sheet of instructions, just in case you're kind of confused. But I obviously know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip the instructions part and then pour them in there together and just shake them all the way up until I feel satisfied. So at this moment, I realized that her hair was actually wet, but I just had went ahead and went through with the process. So I am pointing at the roots of her hair, and that was only because that's where I was going to start applying the dye first, and that's what I did. I applied the dye all the way throughout her hair, only on the roots first, and then I went down to the ends of her hair last. And I did that because her hair has already been dyed before, so it doesn't need to sit on there as long. However, her hair did not take at the roots only because her hair was wet, and you really can't dye hair when it's wet. And I should have blow dried her hair, and it came back, but I did not, so that was my fault. The box I did come with some gloves. I was just a slow kid at first and then put the gloves on, but make sure that you do put on your gloves before you dye hair because the chemicals are harsh and you do not want to get those chemicals in your fingernails or anything like that. Dyes everywhere in her hair. I don't know why her hair was so stiff. Yeah, that looks bad. But yeah. So the dyes always distributed all through her hair from the roots to the ends. Guys, so this will be the part where you would either take your shower cap that you have, or you would take a bag like I did from the grocery store and you're going to simply just put it over their hair. I just put it on top of my sister's head, and then I kept it still or a hold of her head by simply letting her hold it in the front, and then I used the hair tie to keep it tight in the back, and you're doing this so that the color can process quicker. If you want it to, if you have a lot of time on your hands, then you don't have to, but for me, I want to do this just to make sure that her hair took heat, helps the dye process quicker and better. So after that 30 minutes was up, I came back on camera to show you guys how the dye took on her hair. Her hair is definitely a different color. However, where she put the gel and stuff out in her hair, it did not take at her roots, and that was very unfortunate. I was kind of sad, but the color was really, really pretty. Her hair smelled really, really good. We used a Tresemme conditioner, and yeah, everything was fine. Nature does have an option where you can use a red box dye, but I find it better that when you dye the hair like light brown or golden brown and then put a red rinse over it, it does show up better. So now I'm just going to be applying the Adore red to her hair, all over her hair. Her hair is thin, so I kind of don't need to do it in sections. You could if you want to, if you have thicker hair like I do. My sister has thinner hair, but kind of like the opposite. So yeah, just apply it thoroughly through her hair. If you want to make sure that it gets everywhere, through every strand, take a rack tool comb and just comb it through and make sure that it gets distributed on every hair strand. So once the dye is distributed evenly through your hair, go ahead, leave it in for about 15 to 20 minutes or till your desired time, and then rinse it out, condition your hair, and then move on to the next step of this video. For this video, you'll need some rubber bands. I stole these from my friend Asia. You're going to also need some edge control. I'm using some Softy edge control because that's what she had on hand for her hair. I'm going to be using some coconut curling cream by Bantu. And then last but not least, I want to leave in some leave-in conditioning curling cream. And then, of course, some oil because your hair got to be moisturized. These products are optional. You use what's best for your hair. This is what I use on my hair, so I use it on hers, of course. She just brought the edge control. And yeah. My version of triangular party, you want to first establish a row of hair or a rectangle so that you can cut each square in half to make the triangle that you want to make. Because I'm new to triangle parting, it did take me a minute to kind of like grasp the concept. I did do it on my hair before, but just doing it a second time, I left this clip in here just to show you that people don't be getting what they be showing you on the first try. They usually cut it out and paste it. So yeah, triangle parting is not as easy as it looks. It does take practice, and I want to show you guys that. So now I'm just basically defining her part, swooping her edges. This part is very optional. If you don't feel like your edges are going to slick in the first place, you want to do it when it's time to wear the style, then be my guest to do it all by all means. But yeah, I'm just slicking her edges at this part. This is optional, so keep watching. So to complete a Bantu knot, it is important that you first find a direction to twirl in, and you twirl in that direction, and you hold once you get a base started. And once you get the base started, you literally just wrap the hair that you're twirling underneath the base that you already started. So as I finish the last section of my first row of Bantu knots, I'm going to do the rest off camera and come back with the finished look.
I'm all done now. I'm just simply just trying to swoop her edges and fleek them up just a little bit. But her hair is super red, it's super Bantu knotted, and it's super, super cute. So if you liked it, and like, comment, and subscribe.